are going to make a turmeric cilantro dressing. One of my favorites. You guys know I love cilantro, being here in Arizona, and it's a cooling herb. And me as a pitta, I'm always running a little hot, especially during the summertime here in Arizona. But for this recipe, we're going to use coconut, raw coconut flakes, ground turmeric. This is going to be apple cider vinegar. If you can find coconut vinegar, I would use that, especially for the pizzas. We don't want you too hot. And then we have a little Himalayan sea salt and fresh ground black pepper. We have a piece of ginger, fresh ginger, and 1 garlic clove. And we're going to get this together. And I'm going to add a little bit of honey to it just for a little bit of sweetening. And honey also acts as a binding agent as for all these ingredients, because we're going to put it in a salad dressing. Or you can use it as a marinade over fish, and it's really good that way as well. So we're going to start with the ginger. And I leave the skin on. I'm going to just, I don't want to waste anything. There's no reason why I can't. So I'm just going to do a rough chop on that. Slide that over. And then I'm going to cut this garlic open. And just do a rough chop on this. Because all of this I'm going to put in the blender. Okay, so I don't have to go too crazy with it. And I'm going to just pop this in my blender for now. I'm going to use about a half of a bunch. So this is 1 bunch of cilantro. It comes with the rubber band on it. We're going to use half of this. We need a half a cup of chopped fresh cilantro. Again, just a rough chop on that. Take those things away. I'm going to put this in our blender. Now when you're blending this is going to be kind of a paste. And you can add a little bit of liquid to it if you want to, but I like it more of in a paste, to be honest. And this is huge. Ayurveda uses this concoction as far as the garlic, the turmeric, and the coconut and the black pepper together is going to be a parasite remover. So if you have kids right now, everybody's going back to school, they may pick up germs. Usually here in Arizona on the West Coast, you have the different parasites that you pick up in the swimming pools and waters and lakes. This is going to make sure it gets rid of it. Not only is it going to kill the parasite, but it's actually going to help eliminate it, so it's not in your body creating toxicity or any type of toxins that can do damage to your body. Okay, so I'm going to get this in here. I'm going to blend it for a moment just to get it down to a paste. Smell that. So pretty simple. We want it really fine, almost like if you're making a chimichurri, for those that do that. Okay, so I'm going to add this to my bowl. Super fresh. Okay, so again, you have the cooling herb. Cilantro is big on helping with detoxifying the body. Okay, so when you add that in there, you have turmeric that also helps with that, and inflammation. Usually when we're getting sick, it has a combination of being inflammation, toxicity, and some type of germ, especially around this time of the year. So these 2 or 3 are going to really help with that. Okay, so make sure you guys are putting all the ingredients in there. I know it sounds a little crazy, but trust me, they go together very well. I'll add the coconut and the turmeric. Okay, I'm going to add just a pinch, maybe an 1/8 of a teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt and black pepper, but it's up to you on the taste of it, how much you want in there. Okay, and then I have the apple cider vinegar. Before I add the apple cider vinegar, what I am going to do is put maybe a little 1/4 teaspoon of honey in there. That's the binding agent, and by adding it in here, it's going to help break that honey down so you don't have little pieces of crystallization of honey. Okay, the acidity from the apple cider vinegar will help break that down. So I'm going to put that in there. Let's put it over there. And we have that all mixed together. And then I am going to add, this is a half a cup of coconut oil, unpressed coconut oil. I'm going to slowly mix that in there. And just keep mixing. You want to keep mixing. Super light, okay? Now if you wanted to add this for marinades over salmon, it is delicious. So we want it to sit there. And you really, when any type of sauces, typically dressings, you want to let them come to room temperature. You can't put them in the refrigerator for about 15-20 minutes, just so we have all those flavors marrying together, okay? So I'm going to let this sit, and then I'm going to add it to our salad, and then we're going to eat. It's just that simple. Okay, so now that we've had this chilling, all those flavors are all married together, I'm going to add them to the bottom of my bowl, because I want, when you toss your shallot, you want to make sure that they all kind of mesh together and it's not just sitting on the top. If you're working from the bottom up, you're kind of constantly incorporating the dressing. So there we have it. Golden, green, delicious. It smells like heaven. Really, really good. Okay. I'm going to add about 3 cups of lettuce in here. And then most people, culinary school, we always taught to fold it. Fold it. Use your hands. Use your hands. But if you want to use tongs or anything like that, feel free to. I'm going to use them just because it helps keep it pretty and nice and neat on the plate. There we go. And here we go. We have your anti-inflammatory parasite-killing salad with all our fresh herbs, and bitters are huge with fighting any type of illness. They're one of the biggest essentials to healing yourself are going to be bitters. So we want to make sure we have those bitters in that lettuce. It's good. You can barely taste the coconut, but you can definitely taste the garlic. A little bit of the grounding. You can't really taste the turmeric, but we know it was in there. You guys saw me use it. Really nice and light. Really good. Can't wait for you guys to try it. Let me know what you think. BalanceMyLife.com.